Welcome back to Cultivating Contentment. We are on week 11, day 5, so we're finishing up our second to last week of our study, and our topic this week has been satisfied. Our scripture verse, we're continuing in Daniel, is Daniel 6:23. The king was overjoyed and gave orders to lift Daniel out of the den. And when Daniel was lifted from the den, no wound was found on him, because he had trusted in his God. Our quote today comes from Lucy Swindoll. It is mind-boggling to me that Jesus Christ lives in me. What a concept. The fact that he chooses to commingle with me in this way is unfathomable. The truth that I can be integrated and whole in him both challenges and delights me. So our last question for this week is, how long will we be thanking God according to Psalm 30:12? So our week 11 wrap up today. First I want to go back to Daniel just a little bit and then do the wrap up and then do our trinket to treasure. So I picked the verses from Daniel specifically to kind of show a progression. And so, Daniel, what a guy. What a life he had. He was kidnapped as a boy, sent far from home, subject to enormous peer pressure, the subject of petty jealousies and slander. He was weighed down with enormous responsibilities as a government official. Yet, what was Daniel's attitude throughout all of that? If you look at Daniel 6:10, it says, "Now, when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs room where the windows opened toward Jerusalem. 3 times a day he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he had done before." So remember, he had done that, and it's what got him in trouble in the first place, because the other people went and tattled to the king that Daniel was praying to his God and not doing what the king had decreed. And so the king was forced to throw him into the lion's den. And we know that the king really was distraught about that, because he really respected Daniel. And he didn't sleep the whole night that Daniel was in the lion's den. The next day he ran to the den and made them open it up and yelled for Daniel and asked him, "Did your God save you?" And Daniel stepped out of that lion's den without a mark on him. And I don't know if you read beyond that, but the people that went and tattled on him, them and their families got thrown into that lion's den, and the lions attacked them immediately. So God really was faithful to Daniel. And Daniel's response to God was to be faithful to God as well. So, it said he prayed 3 times a day, got down on his knees and prayed 3 times a day. So I would just ask you, is that your custom as well? Are you willing to stand up for God and pray, following the customs and following the examples that Jesus set? So let's wrap up our week as we ponder these many scriptures that we've looked at and pray this week. Ask the Lord to give you a grateful heart. Take time to consider all the things you have to be grateful for, and then say thank you for them. This is a wonderful time to learn to be satisfied with whatever Jesus has given you. So that leads us to our trinket to treasure. And so your little treasure for the week is a small plate. It will help you to remember that no matter what is on your plate from one day to the next, you will always have enough to be satisfied. What's more, once you've cleaned your plate, never forget to say thank you to the one who provided it all. So I will just say that I am extremely grateful that this week is over, because today I have my last Zoom meeting with my class that I've been taking for the last 2 weeks. I normally would be somewhere taking this class, so I think I told you I should have been in Houston taking this class, and it really was kind of nice to be home because it was a lot less stressful. I've This is the third training I've done, and the first two were just so stressful. Like we worked all day, then we worked all night at our hotel rooms and met in the lobbies to work together. And this has just been much more laid back. We've met on Zoom and we've gotten work done in a reasonable amount of time. And yeah, so I'll be happy to be done, and then my actual summer vacation can start. So, this is the weekend, so have a great weekend. We have one more week left of our study. I can't believe that we've made it this far. So, I don't know if you want to think about some way that we want to celebrate after we finish next Friday. I'm open to suggestions. So, think about that and let me know. And so have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you again on Monday.